guys, welcome to another episode of Tea with Lee. Today's tea is going to be a continuation. Well, just to explain my whole journey and when it started and how it started. I'm gonna do my makeup while I'm doing it because I love watching people do their makeup while they talk to me. It's freezing here in Bloemfontein. I quickly had to go out with my mom. We had to go run errands. I was supposed to buy like bikini short underwear, and I, as usual, was in such a rush and I didn't check, and I bought 9 butt flossers. I don't know who else is watching this, so I'm trying to keep it child friendly. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so my parents told me I had a stressful birth. So that's pretty much where it all started. Just do my eye delicately. Okay, so my umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck, and I obviously not enough oxygen was going to my brain. I wasn't receiving, so I was in an emergency C-section baby. My hands are clean. There was a C-section. I was born. I was fine, but the doctor at the time, I'm not sure what his surname is, but he told my parents that because of the fact that there had been a period of time where my brain was not receiving enough oxygen, there may be developmental issues later on in my life. I should use my mirror. Okay, so my parents told me that when I was little. And I mean, back in those days, we're talking about 1986, how much did people really know about mental illness? I mean, we knew it was out there, yes, but it was something that we didn't think could touch our family. And that turned out to be not the case in my case. I was a weird child. I was a very weird child. I had friends, good friends, and they would come and play over at my house, but I have to be honest with you, I didn't enjoy them in my space. So they would play for about an hour, and then I think I would go tell my mom that they must please leave, because like I had My Little Ponies and I had Barbies and I had all those things. What is that? I had Polly in my pockets. Those were always really cool. Those small things, and little girl, and she clips in and she has a life. I love those. And so I would send them home. And their mothers would always be like, don't you want Rebecca or Clara or Bridget or Bonnie to help you clean up? And I was like, no, just you go away, I've got it covered. And so I would pack away my toys because I was OCD and I didn't believe that anyone could do it better than me. Even the lady that cleaned our house, I don't know what her name was, I think it was Cecilia. I didn't really, like, she would fold my clothes and stuff and I would just redo it. I didn't like being in concerts and stuff. That was never ever my thing. I used to get very bad panic attacks and then I would cry, and my parents were just like, Leanne is just nervous, she'll be okay. And so I did like concerts. I used to dance in front of like a crowd of 50. I did modeling when I was little, and that was also daunting because I did that in front of people. So it wasn't, there were signs. And this is all while I'm still in Namibia, and this is from ages birth to age 9. So I was back. I always say to Dad, the bipolar was always there, but it was dormant. What does dormant mean? Asleep. I like to describe it as, so my bipolar was asleep, and it was triggered when I was 19, when I failed my first year of optometry. But we will cover that in the next one. I'm going to break this up into like small chunks, okay? Because the thing is, I want you guys to stick with me from the beginning of the vlog to the end, because I just want to, at the end, just always comfort you with things that comforted me. And I love makeup. I always feel like I'm put together if I'm wearing makeup. It's freezing here, and I'm wearing my lucky leaf earrings, which I also love. Okay, so guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Tea with Lee. Get ready with me, Lee. Get ready with Lee. To all of you that are still sending me messages on Facebook and WhatsApp and just in my Facebook messengers, I want to say to you, thank you for your messages. And my best advice for anyone that has what I have and has any sort of personality disorder and is struggling with schizophrenia and any sort of personality disorder, dissociative behavior, anything, find help. And if you don't immediately want to start at a psychologist or a psychiatrist, which I actually would advise, don't, because they immediately put you on medication, start at a social worker and then go to a GP, doctor, and then let the doctor tell you whether you should be getting help mentally, because that's what I did. I started at a social worker, I started at my GP, then it was a psychologist, and then it's Dr. K, who is brilliant. This isn't something that is going to ruin your life. And I have terrible panic attacks where I feel crippled and everything, and I want to hide. And the best advice I ever got from my psychiatrist was, with panic attacks and anxiety periods, the best way to get through it is to get through it. So you have to put your feet firmly on the ground. You have to feel grounded. You have to breathe. You have to close your eyes, and you have to think of a happy memory, and you have to calm down, because there are those of us that work with people that do not understand our illness, and we have to unfortunately figure out ways to survive with these people in the world. And speaking personally, that's incredibly difficult for me. Thank you for joining me. I did say that. You guys are amazing. I cannot believe how many people are subscribed to my channel and are watching my vlogs. But you are loved, you are appreciated, you are not alone. And I always say this at the end of my vlogs. Don't judge us. Don't judge things that you do not understand. And always, always be kind. Love you guys.